Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in today. This is First and Vaughan. You know this show is bomb. Jakob's out here dabbing like he's Cam Newton. He's reporting on the NFL. He's the #1 analyst. He's speaking facts and haters can't handle it. But the real animal is RJ. When he has the camera, you know it's a party. He be filming and shooting, making these reels like a movie, editing scenes. He's the greatest cameraman, you can't refute it. Oh, this is First and Vaughan. 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 This is First and Vaughan, you know.
Welcome to First and Vaughan. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday night, November 23rd, 2016. I am your host and NFL analyst, Jacob Vaughan. Behind the camera, we have our producer and editor, RJ Thomas. We have a few changes in our starting lineup for this Thanksgiving special. Starting with Jacob's Pick 6, Fantasy Visions, Thanksgiving Selections, The Elite, 30 Seconds in the Pocket. Let's get started recapping Week 11 of the NFL. Let's get saucy, cranberry saucy. Here are the results from last week's fan poll. It was a close one, but looks like Jacob's Pick 6 won as the fan favorite with 38% of the votes. This week we start with Jacob's Pick 6. Here we go. Get hype. I'm ready to take the top stories. Oh my God. Yo, my turkey, yo. I'm ready to take the top stories from Week 11 all the way to the dinner table. What? Of course. All we do is eat it here at First and Vaughan. Cowboys backup quarterback Tony Romo is eyeing the opportunity of playing in Denver next year for the Broncos if the Cowboys decide to trade him. I know the Cleveland Browns haven't won a game this year, but at least their fans are trying to keep a sense of humor. This wouldn't even be a game. Roll Tide. In a big win for the Washington Redskins on Sunday Night Football, quarterback Kirk Cousins had 375 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and his running back Rob Kelly had 137 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns.
You like that? You like that?
Little HTTR. Jameis Winston extended his streak to 26 games in a row with a passing touchdown or a rushing touchdown to begin his career. That streak is the longest by any player since 1933. Cincinnati Bengals star wide receiver AJ Green strained his hamstring on Sunday and will likely miss the rest of the season. NFL kickers, what are you doing? Y'all missed 12 extra points in Week 11. 12! You were getting paid millions to kick the ball. Make the extra point. Come on, man. That's the most missed extra points in a single day in NFL history. Ched Johnson, aka Ocho Cinco, tweeted, "I'm available and enjoy pressure situations." To end the viewer's favorite segment, Jacob's Pick 6, a couple of NFL teams are going on streaks. The Dallas Cowboys extended their streak to 9 wins, and the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins have both won 5 in a row. Here it is, Fantasy Visions.
Hey Jacob, do you think you could help me out with fantasy? Who to add, drop, sit, and start? I mean, the last couple weeks have been kind of tough.
I feel you.
Even I beat him.
Well, here's who to target on the waiver wire this week, Jeremy. Add Seahawks running back Thomas Rawls. Also, like I've said before, if you haven't already, add Redskins running back Rob Kelly and wide receiver Jamison Crowder. Jeremy's already done it, so why haven't you? Now here's who to drop from your fantasy team. Drop Detroit Lions wide receiver Marvin Jones. Jerem wanted to know who to start this week, RJ. Well, here's who I say you should give the what? You better start me start of the week. Start New York Giants rookie wide receiver out of OU, the Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer Sooner! Sterling Shepard playing against the winless Cleveland Browns. He has had a touchdown in 3 straight games. Up next, I have who should stay at home this week and help store some leftovers in the fridge and be benched on your fantasy team. Sick Carolina Panthers tight end Greg Olsen. Now I know y'all are probably like, what? He's the #1 tight end in fantasy football right now. But I'm telling you, he's not gonna have a good week.
Yo, good looks, Jacob. Thanks for the fantasy advice.
I'm always here.
Sam Fleming was right about this kid.
Tweet at us or DM us, and I will answer any questions you have about your fantasy football team. Don't go anywhere, we're just getting started. Now on to Thanksgiving selections. Everyone loves to eat food as a family and watch the games as a family. There are 3 games on, and I'm going to tell you who will get the W on Thanksgiving. Jeremy, what face do you make on Thanksgiving when you see all that food?
Man, why y'all gotta do me like that?
All right, now starting with the first game at 12:30, we have the 6-4 Minnesota Vikings at the 6-4 Detroit Lions. I say the Lions will finally get a win on Thanksgiving Day and move to 7-4. They're a solid team this year. RJ, Jerm, who do y'all have winning?
Lions.
Yeah, me too. The second game on Thanksgiving is the Washington Redskins at the Dallas Cowboys. As much as I want to see the Redskins squash, y'all see what I did there? They are on a 9-game winning streak, and I don't see many teams beating the Dallas Cowboys this year. RJ, I already know who you have for this one. But Germ, who do you have?
HTGR! Let's go, Dallas!
Now the final game on Thanksgiving, we have two teams that I thought would be way much better than their record show. The Steelers versus the Colts. I have the Steelers shining in primetime and stealing a win at Lucas Oil Stadium to end Thanksgiving Day. RJ, Germ?
Steelers.
Yeah, they got no way to look. Steelers, let's go, baby.
Yeah, Steelers. Thanksgiving selections is over. Let's see if I can go 3-0 tomorrow. And if I don't, be sure to let me know.
All right.
My favorite segment, The Elite. Time to figure out if your favorite team can gobble into my
Top five.
list and be considered elite. Here are my top 5 teams going to their Week 12 matchup. Starting with number 5, I have the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders play the 6-4 struggling Carolina Panthers. Easy W for the Raiders. Easy W. And at my number 4, I have the Miami Dolphins as they're on a 5-game winning streak and play the pitiful 49ers. Going in my top 3 teams, at number 3, I have the Seattle Seahawks. Even though they're playing Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Seahawks will get the job done. Moving down my list, at number 2, I went with the New England Patriots as they play the New York Jets, a team that can't decide on who to start at quarterback. And now my number 1 team going in their Week 12 matchup is the 7-3 New York Giants. Yes, the New York Giants. They're on a 5-game winning streak, and they play the Cleveland Browns. Boy, I have mentioned them way too many times tonight. Here's a look at my top 5 teams going to their Week 12 matchup. New York Giants, New England Patriots, Seattle Seahawks, Miami Dolphins, and the Oakland Raiders. It is time to finish our show tonight. Archie, give me 30 seconds on the clock. It's time to go rapid fire in the pocket and give our viewers my take on 2 debatable subjects going in this upcoming Week 12. You are looking icy.
Ooh, RJ.
Oh.
They ain't ready for this. We're so cold. Where my watch out?
Yo, Jacob, do you think the Cleveland Browns are going to win a game this year?
You went the wrong way. Do you want a hug? No, I really cannot see it happening. But for you Browns fans out there, if I had to give them a chance to win a game this year, it would have to be on their bye week. After their bye week, when they play Cincinnati Bengals in Week 14. The Bengals are now missing their starting wide receiver and running back. I could definitely see this game ending in a win for the Cleveland Browns. Man.
Jacob, what should the Vikings do in the offseason about their quarterback situation?
Didn't know if RJ wanted a hug too. Hey, that's a great question. As most of us know, this past offseason, their quarterback Teddy Bridgewater tore his ACL in practice. And then the Eagles traded their quarterback Sam Bradford to the Vikings for a first-round pick. The Vikings have been without Bridgewater all year, and they have had Bradford under their center. I say there is no way you cannot give their young, and what I call the future of the Minnesota Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater, a chance to get his starting position back. I mean, it's Sam Bradford for crying out loud. What has he done in his NFL career? Keep Bradford as a backup and start Bridgewater next year. Thank you for tuning in to our Thanksgiving special, episode 9 of First and Vaughan. We are thankful for all of our fans, supporters, and followers. First and Vaughan would not be what it is today without you all. Subscribe to our YouTube page to keep up with First and Vaughan as we get better each and every week. Like and comment what you thought of the show today. We only need 4 more people to subscribe to our YouTube page to get to 100. Vote to tell us which Thanksgiving game you are looking forward to the most. The fan poll can be found on our Twitter page. While you're at it, follow us on our social media accounts. Make sure to use hashtag First and Vaughan. RJ and I will do better next week. Be sure to check us out every Wednesday night. I want to give a quick shout out to RJ Thomas, his family, Jeremy Mayo, and Sam Fleming. Thank you all for all of your help with making this show happen. It started with an idea I had, and then RJ and I met at Firehouse Subs one afternoon, and we started brainstorming, and now I'm chasing my dream, all because of the opportunity they gave me. Thank you all. Have a great Week 12 in the NFL, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Sam Fleming, close us out.
This is First and Vaughan, this is First and Vaughan, this is First and Vaughan, you know. Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in today.
No, it's First and Vaughan. The show is mine. Jacob out here
Ah,
like
it's
he
First
can
and
no
Vaughan.
time.
That's a wrap.